I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the tests first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our cast...
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now. I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a fellow TCG player, I cannot refuse an earnest invitation to... So be it. Then let the...
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Push your luck.
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player, but he has returned. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for. Not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come.
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again. Has the
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to be. That's what Prince said.
the princessin. For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, this path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelon.
Oh, is that...
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has...
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance,
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler.
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of...
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less...
What What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princess of Ertelung, who even now... Then I say it is time... I want to help. Stand clear.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Verdict is...
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory! I want to help. Absorption test.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
I'm not done.
What happened? Oz! With lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Ready when you are.
Out of the way!
Cool it!
Couldn't break the curse.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near, traveler. Was even...
What a truly ingenious plot.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That means...
Yeah! Oh,
Yep. I've won 2 games so far.
nice! Sucrus
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow void, to commemorate...
Mein Fräulein wishes to give you a...
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who is...
Nothing would delight me more. I hear...
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon, let's go get our prize!
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hacknavine, to...
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations. You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation. Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what... The first thing all new official TCG players receive is that this handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Hope you have fun playing Genius Invo-
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer.
I will make you better.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most popular commercial for it. Wrath of inadmissible. Ooh, remarkable. Huh. Keep within the law. Hey, leave it to the law. I object. Next, I'm ready for trial.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Rivendell.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have.
Whoa, this mine is huge!
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and...
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some...
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4... Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of These must be spares, right? Look!
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift.
So, they...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Huh. Why would someone set off with their...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems... Or 2.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need...
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. June, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues with it.
Or, what does it have to do with...
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really...
I see. 4 men.
A child? What's a child doing?
I'm not.
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you, I can perceive the memories.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to...
Amazing! So you can...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to... Core lapis and crystal memories are much...
Stones.
I'm glad Based on what I saw...
This will take us north, away from the...
North. Another clue for Uncle D...
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you... I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly... they'd Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a an on-site accident. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were
forced to? But...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident...
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his,
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were...
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the...
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation.
Not so fast.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlement. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get...
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun?
Time to go.
there. We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall? Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhengli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will—
Great! Let's have a look.
Direct assault!
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the miners!
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever— It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept—
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find what— Oh no! The footprints end here!
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Time to go.
Hi there! Have you seen—
A miner, I'm afraid.
Let's try someone else.
stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little whatever. Let's go ask someone else. Hey there! Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a...
Huh. This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it.
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Insubordination!
Scatter!
As you wish, Mainfront.
One shall descend once again.
Spring forth! Into the wind! Heard it is? Propagate! Scatter! Clouds high, birds call! Wind strider! Propagate!
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew... My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization.
Huh? You sure you're not...
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to... I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again...
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to... but...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. Huh. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is...
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass.
You think so? It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no order.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here...
Clever thinking! A classic
I created another universe and found... I created another universe and found it...
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This mu-
Hey! Hello?
Judging by his appearance, he must have...
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his...
How is he? He won't die?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in SERIE.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... ore from... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need.
So he was kidnapped. And then... but if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led...
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these... These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Shangli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps...
You sure like rocks, huh?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's... Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the...
Traveler. Does Dragonfall...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental
reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred... Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it. Weird. Paimon doesn't...
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself...
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else... So, we're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this when you're well rested. Call Mr. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can...
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find it. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could serve... All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tab...
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up... When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from... Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found...
Time to go. Yeah.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first!
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel.
Listen. The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they were the gate.
So behind the seal, What do we do? We can't hurt them! What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, ESTA, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
The wind knows me.
Crumble! Rise!
Crumble!
Oz, reveal the...
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Insubordination!
Watch out!
Allow me.
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax. Time for retribution!
By royal decree!
Fallen leaves, adorn.
Bishop!
Into the wind.
There is no atonement for 1,000
I will
years
have
pain.
order.
Quake!
Crumble!
Cowardly insects!
Oz, reveal thy...
Careless. Stabilize.
Crumble!
Quake!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
The wind knows me. Propagate!
The enraged earth
By royal
will
decree...
not absolve you!
Solidify!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Scatter!
Crumble! This is order. Rise!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Verdict is...
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Not bad. It's fine. As one with wind and cloud.
Nothing to fear.
Rise!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Spring forth!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Quake! Time for retribution! Crumble! I will have order!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
This?
Scatter!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Quake! Face me! Careless! Crumble! Quake!
Come! Experience an eon of suffering!
By royal decree!
There is no atonement for a 1,000-year pain!
Order guide you! Quake! Time for retribution!
Scatter!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence.
Rise!
Detestable!
Quake!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Midnight
Rise! Crumble!
Clouds high. The birds call. That hurts. Scatter!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world. There can be no excuse for defeat.
reveal thyself!
Shifting sands! Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me under...
You should call it by its name.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Esta.
Huh? Could you?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ejdaha. The very...
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ejdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities.
So there are two...
No! It can't be!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all—
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched... It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind.
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't. Ejdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion, Ejdaha, now incomplete, became
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley line.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how, Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ejdaha.
No!
I am the remnants of Ejdaha's benevolence. The echo of a
No! This is I, Ejdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of...
A star appears within the wild. A sun... Strange. But...
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves...
No! That isn't true!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, ESTA?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had... So, Morax. You call...
I do.
Well... I'm afraid old habits...
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of...
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of...
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for...
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah... Perceptive as...
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the...
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way.
Kunjun, we should be calling you ESTA. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor.
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's...
Ejdaha. I am no longer the
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult...
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, that's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having...
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm...
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content... Old friend. God of contracts. I hear...
Thank you, Ejdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only...
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real... He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ejdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world, and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the four corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, ESTA attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. ESTA could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Leo, he was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but personally sealing away an old friend. These people abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Lee.
Call it... I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About...
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've...
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is...
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with ESTA?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my...
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past. They've been eroded by time, forgotten by the people. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe...
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade,